Steve Harvey has finally made Shirley Strawberry apologize for the comments that she said to her estranged husband over a correctional facility phone. Now, I've heard several of these conversations, and to be honest, I don't feel like anything that she said was bad. It sounded like something that she would be able to tell to him personally, but the situation does look bad, and it's so terrible that even she publicly apologized in this audio.
Steve, I'm going to just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year, since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked. And on those calls, you hear me saying you were winded going up the stairs at your home, and Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie have going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses. I said what I said, and there's no denying it.
Steve Harvey then got the opportunity to respond to it in this setting here.
When something like this happens, our motto has always been to never address bloggers.
Right.
And we don't give it no room or Steve.
No life.
No, nothing, because we know who we are and we know whose we are. And so we don't address bloggers. When this came out, it's a little bit different because it's not gossip, rumor, or malicious lie. It came from the inside circle, because we are inside circle. We are family. And so when it came out, Marjorie is on baby watch right now. We got another grandchild coming, and the baby's due any minute. So Marjorie's over there on baby watch. She's just doing grandmama duty. And Marjorie don't really get into all this right here. And so I didn't really, look, I'm so used to getting beat up, but I didn't know how Marjorie was feeling about everything that's out there. Mm-hmm. Because these bottom feeders are just beating my wife up. And even though we've made a conscious effort and we said we're not going to address it, I'm tired. And so when this came out, this is how the devil worked. I'm going to pile it on. I'm going to go get somebody that worked for me. Because one more time, God don't come. The devil don't come for those he got. He sends the ones he has. So now I'm going to get me a government employee that needs some money, that work at Fulton County. I'm going to get a hold of him. I'm going to release these tapes. I'm going to get him to need a little bit of money. I'm going to give it to this female blogger, and she going to get a little bit of money. And now I'm going to soak them. But the timing of it was ugly.
Now, I'd like to discuss a little bit of this situation myself. And I want to say this with, all due respect to Steve Harvey. Number one, these calls were made over 1 or 2 years ago. Now, honestly, we have found out that, the woman was being cheated on while she was paying for him, the Mr. Ernesto, in jail. But when these calls are out, like he said, it seems like people, based on the rumor that, his wife was being cheated on, or his wife was cheating on him with the bodyguard, and it appears that a person waited until the right time to release all of these audio calls concerning Shirley Strawberry, her husband, and then Steve Harvey. I do not think that the woman is being malicious towards him in any way. But again, it does seem like this is orchestrated to happen at a certain time. And because of that, a lot of information was going out that's false. People are speculating. I thought I heard some false things. And what the reality is that people are coming after Steve Harvey. And that's something that I want to talk about with you too. If you are a person, and this is the very God's honest truth, right? If you are a person, family, and you are doing very well, it's almost for certain people are going to make up, weird things about you, and people will deliberately not have anything to do better than to cause issues for you. All right. It's just going to be the truth. I wish I was lying about this. I wish it wasn't as bad, but that's just how folks are going to do you. All right. And especially if you're successful, especially if you got money, especially if you're doing well, they're not even going to have any mercy on your family and all of that. And that's something that I really want to talk about, because that is something that really needs to be stressed. Even this lady who has to come out and apologize, she didn't do anything wrong. Okay. But just to make the situation, seem better. Obviously she did say, certain things, like maybe he was winded going up there, which again, I don't think that's bad. But the fact that it has gotten out to the public, she's come out and she's had to address it. And I'll tell you, that's one good thing about ownership. When you own stuff and you have what you have, people have to respect it if they want to be a part of what you got going on. But then again, she didn't send anything out of the ordinary in those things. Now, the fact that the husband is cheating and people are trying to say that, okay, Steve Harvey introduced the husband to her. I found out that is also not true. She got introduced to her current ex-husband or estranged husband by somebody else. But damn, all of this is happening at the same time. And that's why the old saying goes, like, when it rains, it pours. They took these particular clips from these audio calls, which shouldn't have gotten out to the public, by the way. Then after getting these audio clips, they've waited till the opportune time, which is right now, to release that stuff. Once this man is going through all of these things, and it's just crazy, right? To even believe that somebody is willing to do that, or that somebody can do that. But this is how it goes. It doesn't shock me at all. And you never know what somebody was willing to do. You never know what somebody can do. But after hearing Steve Harvey talk about this, he says, listen, I typically never have to address people in the industry or address bloggers, but that is dirty. And this kind of does remind me of the stuff that Tasha K was getting from R. Kelly. A lot of his jail records she was accessing and then putting it out there, things that are supposed to be very, very personal and stuff like this. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.